Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Genevieve. For today's video, this video will be the start of a little spring decluttering and deep cleaning series here on my channel. And for today's video, we're starting in my bedroom because let me tell you, if I deep clean and declutter the entire house and leave the bedroom for last, I'll probably never get to the bedroom because only Nick and I really see this room and guests don't come in here, whereas guests are in the living room, the kitchen, so I'm more inclined to clean those spaces. So if you are like that as well and you neglect your bedroom and all of that, then today's video will definitely be a motivator for you. But first, I wanted to share how I'm kind of tackling this little series on my channel. This is very much needed in the house. I'm a very cleanly person as it is. I'm like one of those weird people that like cleans my trim on a weekly, bi-weekly basis when I'm cleaning the house because I can't stand like that stuff. I don't know, I'm neurotic about certain things. But there are some areas of the house that have just been neglected. So I created a list of all the things that I want to accomplish in this series, and each video will probably be split up room by room. So I did this on my iPad. You can grab a sheet of paper, kind of split up your rooms into what you want to accomplish. And if you need some motivation, I'm hoping that this series can give you all the motivation you need. So let me show you how I set up my little sheet on my iPad. All right, so I just made a quick little to-do list here, and right now we are going to be in the master bedroom. So something that I have not done in a while is dust our blinds and wash our curtains. Curtains are getting washed in the entire house in this series, but I put at the top here, each room, all windows are getting cleaned, all trim is getting cleaned, all light fixtures are getting cleaned, and then once I'm done like dusting everything, I will go ahead and vacuum and mop as like the final cleaning to the room. But in the master, we really need to dust the blinds. I need to wash the curtains. I want to steam clean the shower up here. That needs to be done desperately. And I need to declutter my clothes. And then once we, get to the other rooms in the house, we'll go through the rest of these. But y'all, our clothing is in desperate need of decluttering. Nick's clothes need to be decluttered as well, but I'm going to just control what I can control right now. Here's our bedroom. It's a very real life bedroom. I have plaid Christmas style sheets on my bed because they were $15 on clearance after Christmas. Just a real life room here, okay? It's nothing fancy. Dirty laundry on the floor. But I have this dresser, Nick has this dresser. I need to go through this and really get real with myself. I am no longer the same size that I was before I had Claire. I've still got too small of clothes in the drawers and hanging in this closet. So here is a good before of this closet. It's just a mess. I don't take care of it because it looks like this and it's so overwhelming to come in here. I don't know what fits, what jeans fit, what jeans don't fit. I have my postpartum jeans. I have my pre-baby jeans, which were like a size 0 and a 2. And honey, I ain't a size 0 or a size 2 anymore, okay? So I need to just get real with myself, and yeah, it's time to really get serious and declutter a lot of these clothes. I know it doesn't look too bad, but it's just so dysfunctional, and I have so much dirty laundry that I need to put away and go through as well after I wash it. So this is Nick's side. He's on the right, I'm on the left, and he is really bad at getting rid of clothes. Honestly, he has more stuff than me, I think. And he's like encroaching onto my side. But we are going to take all of our clothes out of this closet on my side, and I'm going to get really real with myself and start purging some of these clothes. Once I began working on this daunting project, and you will see just how daunting this quickly becomes, I realized just how much inventory we had in this room, and genuinely, no one needs this many clothes. Even if I had a massive closet, just nobody needs this much stuff. But I started by pulling everything out of the closet that was mine, and I felt like doing it this way really helped me, because once I saw the closet empty and how much space I had, it made me really contemplate what clothing pieces deserved to go back in. Definitely before I put anything back in this closet too, I will be vacuuming. There are some huge dust bunnies back here, so most of the clothing is out. We're gonna vacuum back in there eventually, but let's start going through some clothes. And honestly, this is why I have been putting this off for so long, because this truly feels so overwhelming, but this needs to be done. And this is why I started with this, because I knew this was like the most daunting project for me. I will try on all the jeans off camera. I know which ones fit for the most part, but there's a few I'm not certain about, so I need to try on some jeans and just get real, like, why am I holding on to jeans that I think I'm going to fit in eventually? You know, like, I'm not done having kids and I don't want to ever really be a size 0 again. Anyway, I like having some shape, so those kind of jeans just need to go. So I think the jeans will go last, but we are going to go through these tops. I'm going to make a pile of things that, which is going to be kind of a challenge. I am going to make a pile of clothes for consignment, because there's a consignment store like 2 minutes from my house, and they do give me good money for clothes, and sometimes if I have the energy, I will take things there. All right, I feel like we're making pretty good progress. This is all going. All stuff is going. This is keep, some dresses, a couple more things to go through back there. I can't believe how many empty hangers I just went through. So I'm gonna go through some jeans, see if they fit, and check back in with you after I try these on. And then this is all stuff that I need to like make a winter bin of, that I want to keep, but just doesn't need to be in the closet right now. Okay, that was super motivating and super humbling. I got rid of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 pairs of jeans. So, oh boy, yeah. This whole pile is all stuff that's going to go away, and I'm going to separate that, like I said, into what will go to consignment, what will be donated. What is next? I guess I can vacuum this area, and I can get a couple of clothing items put away. I also need to go through this bin. This is like bras and random stuff that I just toss in here. I think there's a pair of jeans in here. Oh my god, yeah, these are new. I know they fit me. Oh, what a mess. I need to go through all my underwear and all my socks, get real about them as well. I really could use some new undergarments. Bras I'm pretty good on, but maybe I will place an order for some new undergarments. And I just have like Grinch socks in here. Like, why? I don't need Grinch socks all year long. Socks that I don't really wear. Compression socks from when I used to be on my feet for 12 hours as a nurse. Like, too much stuff in here. So I'm gonna grab the vacuum and vacuum in here so that I can start getting some stuff put back in. Anyone else's husbands cannot get rid of their high school sports stuff? Nicholas Ross? Guilty. Oh my god, I'm out of breath. I ran downstairs, grabbed a spray bottle, a rag, and changed into a t-shirt because I am now sweating. But in the series, we are not cutting any corners, being lazy. I vacuumed the closet that probably hasn't been vacuumed in years, and gonna put everything back. No, we are gonna take the time, clean the trim, clean the floor. We're not doing anything half ass, okay? If you're gonna take the time to do all of this and deep clean and clutter your house and take care of things, just do it the right way. So as much as I would love to get this back in order like this, put everything back in the closet and call it a day, I'm gonna do it right. So I could get the Swiffer and stuff, but it's easier for me to just get down on my hands and knees, clean the trim. It's a pretty small space in here, so gonna do that. Look at this. On top of Nick's little Sterilite container here is where the cats sleep on these sweatshirts. They need to go. Stinking kitties. But okay, let's clean the floor in here and the trim. If you're gonna do it right. So while I still have some motivation for day one, I'm going to quickly go through these drawers and see what I can get rid of or keep and add to the pile before I go ahead and organize this pile of things to get rid of. I think I'm gonna end up hanging up some of my t-shirts because I reach for t-shirts and jeans like when we go out and do stuff. I don't know, my style has changed so much postpartum, and I'm trying to be more realistic with what I know that I wear and I'm comfortable in. So I'm thinking about, like, I have some of these. This probably isn't the best example, but like these Comfort Colors t-shirts, like I wear these all the time with leggings or biker shorts in the summer. So I'm thinking of hanging these up instead of keeping them in the drawer. Because I wear them a lot, I pull for them a lot, and I'm gonna have way more room in the closet now that I got rid of like 50% of the things. So I'm thinking to pull these out and hang them instead of folding them. So let's get to working on this. I'm feeling a little done. I also just feel like some of the stuff that I have just feels like childish. I don't know how to explain it. Like these tie-dye pajamas, like I want to get like some nicer, more mature things. I don't know. Maybe like even this shirt like feels a little like I still want to be 22. But like I'm gonna be 30 and I'm a mom. I don't know. Do you ever feel that way, or do you know what I mean? Like is this too young for my age? I don't know. And then, like these, I have a bunch of these muumuus, these like night dresses, and I'm so tall, none of them fit me right. I will say, I am pretty good at decluttering. I am not one that, you know, I sit there and contemplate with most things. Nope. I am pretty good at looking at something and I'm just like, nope, don't need it. Get rid of it.
So I'm not gonna lie, this was day one, and after seeing all of the clothing come out of the closet and still seeing all of the piles of dirty laundry that were hanging around and things I wanted to either donate or take to consignment, I was starting to feel so overwhelmed by all of this stuff. And I'm just here to remind you and to motivate you to just keep going, you know, tackle the project that you intended to tackle, and it will be so worth it. So here I am kind of organizing some of my clothes by style. I've got like sweaters and button-ups, and trying to keep all of the clothes on this side instead of them being on the other rod as well. I tried to keep them all to the left here and organize them in a way that made sense for me, and it just feels so much more functional in here. I also started going through some of my undergarments, and I was just able to get rid of so much stuff on this day. Once I got most of my clothes back into the closet, I sat down on the floor here and really organized this pile of clothing as to what I thought the consignment store would want, and then items that should just be donated to, you know, someone in need. So here I am just going through and folding the items nicely for different totes. So I had a tote for consignment. I actually have multiple totes for consignment, and then I did a couple trash bags full of donations as well.
All right, I'm feeling fatigued. We are about to go grocery shopping, actually. Oh, I just want to like curl up on the couch if I'm being honest. But I will have to pick this back up this evening, so I'll film a little bit this evening because we can't climb into bed like this tonight. So I have to get all of these hangers put away, put the jeans away, and figure out something for some winter items and keep it moving, okay? We gotta stay motivated because we have a whole house to clean. But see, this is why I did this first, because this was like the biggest project, I feel like. But I am very proud of myself. I got rid of so much stuff. So check in with you guys in a little bit.
All right, so this was day one, evening one, after we got home from grocery shopping. I remembered this gigantic mess that I made. So I made my way upstairs after we put Claire down for bed and got all of this cleaned up, got all of the extra hangers put back in the closet. I will definitely be decluttering some of these hangers as well because we just have an overabundance, and hangers are a dime a dozen, and if I need them, you know, I can run to Target or Walmart so easily and grab a pack of them quickly if I need them. So there is no sense in holding on to all of those hangers for a what if kind of situation. And plus, we don't need to fill all of those hangers anyway. Did you see how many clothes we got rid of? Yeah, no. But just getting some jeans put away and already feeling so much better about this space.
All right, so this is the progress that I've made tonight. I am being quiet because Claire is down for bed right next door, but the bed's cleaned off. Almost everything is put back in the closet. This is my winter pile that I need to, you know, put in a bin. This is for consignment. This is for donation. This bag up here is for my sister. And just a couple other little things to tidy. I do have to put these shirts back. But y'all, like, I have almost emptied out so many drawers. It's crazy. Like, I really got rid of a lot of things. Very proud of myself, but I'm gonna tidy up some of this stuff, and then in my next portion of this video, I probably won't wash the curtains for a little bit, but that'll be next. We're going to get the curtains taken down and get them washed, and then we can really start dusting in here. First of all, this is mom life. Oh my god. All right, so here's the state of the shower. I need to clean our curtain, and then this is just in desperate need of cleaning. We're pretty good, like we don't have a lot in here, pretty minimal. I want to get a little sponge holder, I mean a soap holder, but I have scrubbed this and this is all stains. I cannot get this out, although that's not stained. This definitely will come off, but some of this residue, so hard to get off. This is all stained. I cannot get this off, but I'm gonna try to use my steam cleaner and see if I can, you know, make a difference with that. This shower, I'm sure, has been here since the house was built in the 90s, the late 90s. So unfortunately, like where the seams meet up, it gets really funky in there, and I just don't know what to do about that. Maybe we could re-caulk it or something. I'll have to talk to Nick about that, but it gets funky and then I have to, you know, like scrub that out or scrape that out. This is just real life, y'all, but we're gonna steam clean this. So here's a little before, and hopefully we can get some of the stains off with the steam cleaner. Sometimes I'll even use this toilet bowl cleaner with bleach in it to, you know, go around the perimeter here, and it'll like cling to the material. So I'll probably squirt a little bit of this in here and let it sit, and then we'll get steam cleaning. And this is the tool that I'm going to be using to clean a lot of the spaces in my house for this cleaning series, because I don't use a lot of little gadgets and things like that for cleaning. Pretty simple, but I do love this tool. The steam and the water really helps to get up a lot of that grime. So I will be using this. You can change out all different ends on this tool as well, and it's really affordable on Amazon, so I'll link it if you're interested. But I'm thinking that this scrubber is probably, there's a hair stuck to it. But I'm thinking that this scrubber end is probably going to be good for some of those tough stains, and then you can just use like this single end as well.
In this series, I am doing things correctly, not taking any shortcuts, and I wanted to clean the shower the correct way. So I took off the drain cover because normally it is so clogged with my hair. And surprisingly, I stuck a wooden paint stir stick down there. Surprisingly, there was not one strand of hair, so I guess that's a good sign for my postpartum hair loss. But I steam cleaned the shower and got off a lot of the hard water stains, and then I went in with a Scrub Mommy sponge and the Pink Stuff paste, and I felt like this helped get rid of a lot of soap scum and residue and just made the shower feel really clean.
All right, I literally just finished in here. This took literally an hour to do. I want to say that because, you know, deep cleaning something is not just like as fast as you make these like sped up versions on YouTube. So this is how it's looking. It looks so much better. There are just some hard water stains on the bottom that I just cannot get up, including this one. This has been like this for years, unfortunately. It's just stuck on there. So tried my best, but all of this is like hard water stains. But I was able to get the rust stains up, and this is so much better than it was. So feeling really accomplished. So proud of myself for doing this. It's been something I've wanted to do for months. So it's just motivating me to tackle the next thing in our room, which is the curtains and dusting.
Okay, so it is a few days after I cleaned the shower, and we are working on the curtains today. And because my husband is neurotic about the room being very dark when we sleep, I had to make sure I washed and dried and rehung these curtains all in one day. So that was definitely a project, but I am so proud of myself for doing this, for cleaning these. I went and threw them in the wash, and then we got to dusting the blinds, the rods, the walls. There was so much dust. I would love to say I can't even believe it, how much dust there was, but it was well overdue for me to tackle the dusting in here. The bedroom just accumulates so much hair, and do you know how much dead skin we shed while we sleep? It's just Google it. It's pretty scary. But here I am, dust. Just, there's so much dust in here. And just to keep up with all of the hair and dust that was flying all around and just everywhere in this room, I did go ahead and vacuum pretty often. Almost after I dusted any surface, I would go ahead and just do a quick little vacuum on the floor to get up some dust bunnies, just because I felt like I was swimming
in dust bunnies. And I did end up opening our window at one point just to let some fresh air in. And I don't know, I just felt like that helped me probably breathe as well. This was all of the lint after just washing 2 of the drop cloth curtains. They shed a lot on their own, but holy cow. All right, this room is such a work in progress right now. It's now Saturday, a couple days after I started filming this, so I just wanted to be realistic with you all that sometimes I look crazy also because we've just been cleaning, but sometimes projects like this are not like one day of rage cleaning, especially if you're like working full-time, or you know, you're a mom and you're trying to cook dinner at night and take care of your family, and sometimes this stuff just gets put on the back burner. So this has taken me days upon days to do, but we are getting there. So let me flip you around, show you what's going on right now. All right, so I'm doing the windows and the curtains and all of that. I've got my first batch of curtains all cleaned and dried. I folded them so they'd stay, you know, not wrinkly, because I have to wait for all of the blackout curtains and stuff to get washed as well. And these are really thick and get really heavy, so I can only do like 2 at a time for the drop cloth curtains. But that's for this window, and then we're washing these right now. Nick got some motivation. I said, do you want to maybe go through some of your clothes? I'm so proud of him. He was like, yes, let's do it. We ended up getting this entire bin for consignment. So this is all like stuff that was, you know, nice enough that I think he may take, the guy that owns the consignment store, he'll go through it and figure out what he wants to take. And they usually take quite a bit. It's not like, what was it called? Plato's Closet, where you take all this stuff and then they never even take any of your clothing. But Nick made a whole bin of stuff to take to consignment. This is all stuff to donate. And then something that we did over here was a memorabilia bin. So he loves his sports and all of that. So he tends to save that kind of stuff and keep it in the closet. But I said, Nick, why don't we make a little bin and you can stow this away until you eventually have a man cave one day? Because this is all stuff that, you know, like old players on the Phillies that he loves, Super Bowl hats, you know, NFC championship hats that he has, but he doesn't want to wear all the time, that he wants to display eventually in a man cave. So we got a bunch of jerseys out of the closet and put them in a little memorabilia bin. We did pull out some stuff for a winter bin. I gotta go get more under bed storage. What else? We went to Home Depot today for Nick to get stuff for the grass, and I got some more command hooks because I'm gonna hook them on my side of the closet here. I used to have 2 here, but they fell down. And then Nick's is still going strong, but he could put a couple more around here for some other things. But if you remember from the beginning of the video, how many clothes he had hanging here, we went through all of that. He's going through some of this stuff up here. This is winter stuff to put away. So I'm so proud of him. We are getting there. Another thing I thought that would be really smart for us to do is there's so much wasted space in this closet. So I said, why don't we go just get like those cheap shelves at Walmart and screw them in, anchor them in really good. You know, they come with like particle board and brackets, and put shelves halfway up here, and then he could store all of his hoodies. He loves his hoodies and his sweatpants, so he could store all of that in 2 separate layers instead of this. So that's the plan for that. We are making progress. So the next time I will check in with you guys is when we are hanging these curtains back up. Also, here's my janky, our windows don't stay up on some of them. I don't know what happened when the previous owners lived here, but we use, what is this, a 2x4? Yep. It's a little redneck, but that'll do, donkey, that'll do. All right, check in with you guys in a little bit.
Something that's getting cleaned in every room in this series is any light fixtures or fans. So before I finished the whole room and, you know, did a good deep cleaning and vacuum and wash our sheets and our comforter, I wanted to clean our fans so that any remaining dust would drop and I would be able to clean that up at the end. And it is now the evening. Nick just hit his funny bone on the dresser, and we are getting these curtains hung back up. We do a drop cloth curtain and a blackout curtain on each panel, and it doesn't look perfect, but it works really well for us and blocks out so much of the sunlight that comes in the morning. And honestly, it's our bedroom. It doesn't have to be so perfect and aesthetic. Sometimes I think we forget with social media that things don't always have to be perfect. It's all good.
All right, it is a couple days later. This video is a long one, but I am taking 2 giant totes and a laundry basket full of clothes that I'm thinking the guy at the consignment shop might like and take. So I'm gonna drive them over there. It's like 5 minutes from my house, and we will see what we get for them. I'll let you know what my total is when we leave. Honestly, even if I get a few bucks, that's great, but we will take them over there. Whatever doesn't go to consignment, I will be donating to the homeless, and that's like the last task before I plan to move on to the next room for this spring cleaning series. So just a couple more things to do for this room. All right, y'all, I just finished at the consignment store, and he took so much stuff. Both of these bins are now stacked inside of each other, and then there's stuff left in the laundry basket. He gave me $120 for all of the items that he took. Just for proof, this is a little bit less than 120 because I told him to take off this because I purchased this from him. I love Aerie brand stuff, and this is a really nice Aerie pullover. I thought it was cute for like summer nights. It's ribbed, really cute pink, has pretty buttons, and this was $9, so he took 9 out of the 120. And wow, find local consignment stores in your area. Maybe not those Plato's Closets. Try to find like small business owners and see if they will take your clothes for consignment, because that's $120 that I wouldn't have gotten back for, you know, clothes that I spent my hard-earned money on. And now the rest of this will go to donations for the homeless. And after this clip, I will show you how our room is looking, all decluttered and deep cleaned. So proud of this room. Okay, guys, if you have stuck with me until the end, leave me a sunshine emoji so I know who made it all the way to the end of this video. But you guys, I am just so proud of what we have accomplished in here. So we are actually about to go to bed. So we've got the lamps on. I have the like overhead light off because it's just so much more cozy and calm in here, and that's exactly how I have been dying for this room to feel, and I finally feel that way with so much inventory gone. So this is our real life room. We don't have like a million throw pillows that we're just gonna throw on the ground anyway, you know, like just a normal random bed setup. Have a little spare blanket here that we use in case we get cold, or the cats will sleep on that. Everything was dusted, vacuumed, the nightstand's dusted, the headboard dusted, my cow print dusted, the curtains were cleaned and washed. All of this was dusted, and I dusted all of this, cleaned behind there, and like I said, real life. I have a basket here with some paper towels because I use these to sometimes clean up messes up here, or the cats love to just randomly puke up here, so always good to have a roll of paper towels upstairs. This is a couple of things that Nick needs me to sew, so I just have them stuck in here for that task. Maggie's bed that she chews apart, and it's her favorite thing, so we don't get rid of it. We got some shoes organized over here. We still, of course, have like stuff hanging from the hooks because we live here. Some hoodies, a robe, one of my muumuus that I'm gonna put on after this video because I'm tired. But the biggest transformation in here, we did get some more underbed storage that is under here with some winter stuff, but truly this has been the biggest transformation of all. I was able to get all of my clothes on this side. I bought some command hooks, and some of my bras are hanging here. And then this is something I didn't show you, but I installed shelves, just these cheap $8 Walmart shelves, and Nick's hoodies are organized beautifully. Oh my gosh, this looks so much better. He got rid of so much stuff as well. It just feels so good in here. So good in here. Wow, I am looking real crazy. But thank you all so much for sticking with me through this video till the end of this video. If you made it this far, this was days and days and days of work, but I'm so happy I started with this bedroom because it's motivated me to keep going in the rest of the house, and I 100% know that if I saved this for last, it would not look like this. That's for sure. I would not have any motivation to finish this huge project. So I am going to grab my iPad, check this off of the list, and that is going to feel so good. And I will see you all in my next spring series video. We'll see what room we tackle next. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye, guys.